good evening. Welcome to the Money Show. I'm Kavita Thapliyal, and this show is the one that puts your money matters front and center in a world full of financial noise. We are here to bring you clarity, confidence, and control over your personal finances. Whether you are planning for retirement, building a portfolio, navigating debt, or just trying to make smarter money decisions, this is your space, your guide, and your weekly check-in with your wallet. Every evening, we bring you insights from top financial experts, decode the latest trends, and answer your burning questions on saving, investing, spending, and everything in between. Because you're on the Money Show, we believe one thing: you don't have to be a finance expert to take charge of your money. You just need the right advice. So let's dive right in. This is also a show where we answer your portfolio queries. So just in case you have any question, any help for any of your financial strategy or financial goal, all you have to do is just send across your number, your question on our WhatsApp number and email ID that's flashing on your screen right now. But then let's begin the show. And today is the final day to file your income tax return. If you haven't filed it yet, the clock is ticking, and missing the deadline can mean penalties, loss of refunds, and even trouble with your future loan approval. So in this special segment, we'll tell you everything you need to know for this last minute rush, from the documents you must keep handy to the common mistakes to avoid and the penalties you'll face if you miss today's deadline. So if you still haven't filed, stay with us. This could save you both money and stress. So let's begin our segment, Tax Guide, and I have with me Sujit Banga from Tax Buddy. Sujit, hi, welcome to the show. And I will not take much time because we've got a lot of viewer queries actually, and probably they are waiting for some kind of a way out to file their ITR return. So I'm going to begin with our viewer queries section. And okay, so this question is regarding cryptocurrency. So the viewer is asking, what if I earned income from cryptocurrency? Please explain filing ITR for crypto. That's the question that's coming up. Very interesting, because we haven't discussed crypto in our week-long segment on ITR filing. So I would really want, Sujit, for you to help us the kind of income that needs to be reported, and how do you have all these reporting done when you're filing the ITR?
So basically, you are asking about crypto, isn't it?
Right.
So it's crypto. While filing the return from crypto, we have to ensure few pointers are there which we need to keep in mind. Firstly, if you are earning from crypto, it doesn't matter whether your income is below taxable limit or not, because it is taxed with a special rate of tax. So you have to report that income, and you have to file that income tax return for you, firstly. So whatever be your income from crypto, you have to file income tax return. Firstly, that is thing. Secondly, while filing taxes return for crypto, you will not get benefit of slab rates. It is taxed with a special rate of tax. So straight away, if you have income almost 10 lakh, 10 lakh rupees from the crypto, 30% of that will be taxed at a flat tax rate. So one has to manage cash flow accordingly to pay the taxes. Another thing is that the crypto for the exchanges, for the intermediaries, the TDS was made mandatory. So you go to your AIS, you go to your 26 years, and you check out what is the tax, if it is deducted by the intermediary, how much it is, and don't forget to take credit for that. And now one other important point is that in crypto, you cannot set up the losses. So forget your losses. Whatever is the income, you have to report it, pay the tax, and file the return. And as far as income tax return is concerned, in ITR 3, you can report the crypto income and you file the tax.
All right, interesting viewpoint, and very crucial for you to report your earnings if at all it's coming from crypto. But then let's move on. And Sujit, we have a question from Rama. And Rama says that what if I have income from two jobs in the same financial year? Rama says that I'm 20 years old and income from both jobs is around 22 lakhs. Okay, so we already know the economy working, going towards a very gig trend or a gig setup. Over here, the thing with people having more than one job is, either they can be salaried individual or can have something on their own as well. In both circumstances, how should you do the reporting when you're filing your ITR? Very crucial, Sujit.
A very, very interesting question. Thanks you asked, because many people, many individuals face this issue. The peculiar problem which I will tell, which one has to look into to have a correct filing, is that while you have done one job with one company, you switch the during the financial year and remaining period with another company. You got two Form 16s different from different companies, and both the companies have deducted their TDS accordingly. Now, suppose in the second company, you have not reported the financials, tax deduction history, and income history of earlier company, then there is probability that second company might have reduced less taxes from your income. And in that case, a cumulative TDS would be less than the what should be the actual payable tax to you. So, effect is that while filing income tax return, net tax liability will come. So, if such liability comes, don't get surprised and don't push that liability for the future date. Don't file the return without paying that liability, because the interest which will keep accumulating will be a major burden. So this is very important point while ensuring this taxation. Secondly, another major problem is that if both the taxes Form 16 has been drawn separately and without informing second employer about first income, probability of double deduction will be there while calculating TDS. So ATC, ATD, all those deductions are for your incomes, for the cumulative income. So ensure that key deduction effect, if it is taken separately in the both the Form 16, then you have to be careful and ensure correct income is worked out by taking the effect of deductions on a cumulative income. So I think precisely today these two facts needs to be looked into.
All right, last minute rush. It's better to avoid any mistake. Let's take Bhavan's question, Sujit, and he says that he's from Aligarh and he is asking you if he can file a nil return just to carry forward losses.
Absolutely, and it's actually welcome. He should do it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next is a question from Ram. He's from UP and he says that how should senior citizens file their ITR? What are the criteria and heads under which they can file their ITRs?
See, senior citizens, the most important aspect of senior citizen is that if the age is above 75 and if the income is only from pension and interest, in that case, there is no need per se to file income tax return. So this is a very good option provided by the tax department. Only thing is that the interest should be from the specified bank, mostly public sector banks and scheduled banks like that. So this is the most important aspect. If you are a senior citizen above 75, only pension income, only interest income, then don't bother about today's date. Only see that from which bank you are getting the interest, because that proper facility has been, that option has been provided by tax authorities.
All right. Let's move on and let's take Kanan's question. Sujit is asking, is ITR filing mandatory for NRIs? If yes, then what form and what details to be added or reported?
ITR filing is not mandatory for non-resident Indians. It is mandatory for non-resident Indians only if they earn or accrue income in India. If they have zero income earned or zero income accrued in India, non-residents need not file income tax return. But if they have earned or if they have accrued income in India, then they have to file income tax return. If there is any property on the rent, and they are getting rental income, if they are getting dividend, if they are getting interest on FD, if they are getting some sort of consultancy income or some professional receipt or anything, they have to file income tax return.
All right. Next question is from Veera. Veera is asking, what are the consequences of not filing an ITR or filling it incorrectly?
See, if it is filed incorrectly, you will get a defective return notice. And if the defective return notice is not replied within specified times and not replied at all, then there is a risk of your income tax return can turn out to be invalid. And invalid return is as good as not filed return. So this is very important aspect which needs to be looked into while filing income tax return. And another thing, if you have income below taxable limit and then you don't file return, don't no problem, absolutely no issue. But if you have income above basic exemption limit and then you don't file income tax return, then there is a penalty up to 5,000 rupees. It is the penalty that has to be based on what is your taxable income. It depends on that. But that penalty you have to file before filing the belated return.
All right.
Obviously, the belated return date will be 31st December.
Okay. Last question is from Rekha. Rekha says that what is AIS and TIS and do I need to match them before filing?
See, basically, AIS, TIS is like our kundli with financial kundli with tax authorities. And whatever financial transactions we have done during the financial year, those are reflected in AIS, TIS. AIS is a summary. TIS is a little detailed accounting of our financial things, and AIS is in a summarized form. Yes, while filing income tax return, if we don't look at AIS and TIS, we may end up in some unfortunate notices or queries from the tax authorities. So filing income tax return, you must go and check AIS, check TIS. If there is double entry, sometimes double entry happens, sometimes misreporting happens, then you can mention there if you are agree with that or not, and if you feel that that is your income, then you report it. So AIS TIS verification and matching is very much required while filing income tax return.
All right, Sujit, I think that's all in terms of questions that we have. Thank you so much for taking time out and helping our viewers. It's just few hours left for this ITR filing, and we just hope that this entire conversation is of use for our viewers. Thank you so much for joining in today.
Thank you.
All right, but then it's time to move on the Money Show, and now we are joined by Hemant Tustigi from Vice Invest, who will be answering your portfolio queries. And just in case you want to send across any question, even while watching the show live, you can do that on our WhatsApp number and email ID.